First technical glitch of the night. How is everybody?
Hey, everyone out there.
How are you tonight, Travis?
I'm doing awesome. Francis, how are you doing, by the way?
I am doing great. I've had a great day. We went to the Somerset ice cream bar and had an ice cream today. It was kind of a detour around getting lawn seed, but you got to do what you got to do, right?
I was going to say, because they do have lawn seed and ice cream in Charlottetown area, just for
You
next
have to
time.
go on adventures. You have to go on adventures. So
That's
everybody,
good.
welcome very, very much. Thank you for joining us. We're going to get started here right at 7:00. And we really hope everyone has a great day. So Travis, it's 7. Why don't we take it away?
Well, thank you so much, Francis. Before we get started, I do want to thank Francis for doing all the work, or majority of the work, in getting this beautiful presentation ready. We had a live presentation. That means live us in presentation a Sunday, be 2 Sundays ago, be 2 Sundays this Sunday. And in Charlottetown, it was a great night, a great afternoon, actually. And certainly looking forward to it. Now, we do have Cheryl, who's in the doldrums of Stewart Travel Group
Yeah.
in the background, and she's going to be looking at any questions or anything like that you may have. And please feel free to ask anything at all, and we'll promise we'll do our best. So tonight we're going to be just focusing on 2 things for the most part, and that is the beautiful Danube cruise hosted by Francis and Kelvin for this October. And then, of course, the Croatia in September, hosted by Paula and myself. So we're really excited about it. We have actually just limited availability on both, but we thought we would, come out and try this beautiful venue. And so we're really excited about it, and we're going to get going.
Awesome. Well, let's get right into it. I just need to change things up a little bit here. So here we go. All right. So first we wanted to introduce our amazing team. This is Stewart Travel Group, and we are 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, maybe 16 advisors, 15 advisors in Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Prince Edward Island. And we're a full service travel agency. While we do a lot of hosted tours, and that's what we're going to talk about today, our advisors have specialties in all sorts of things. So we've got Disney, we've got river cruise specialists, we've got hosted group specialists, we've got family travel specialists. We've got a really great group of people who always take care of everybody that they serve, and we hope that we can be part of your next travel experience. So something we're really proud of, and Travis, you get a big smile on your face every time we see this picture, but this award from the Greater Charlottetown Chamber of Commerce, wow, that's a tongue twister. We got the 2023 Excellence in Customer Service Award, and customer service means so much to our company, and we are really, really honored to have received this award this year. So thank you to the Chamber and to everyone who nominated us for this. Travis, why don't you tell us a little bit about the hosted tours that we did in 2022? It was pretty much a stellar year, I would say.
Yeah, you know what? Every time I see someone that I might not have seen for a while, but of course know that I've been in the business 30 years this September, by the way, which is crazy.
You're still a baby. Come on.
I still got some time left. I still got lots of time left. And they asked me, how's it going? I know you guys had a tough time. And I said, you know what? As of February of 1st or the 1st of February of last year, things went actually crazy. So in 2022, things opened up. And of course, as we hear in the media and as we know personally, folks want to travel. And as soon as kind of the okay was, it's time to move on, we moved on. And I can tell you, we had quite a year. Now, this is just our hosted programs. So we had 9 hosted tours last year on 2022. And of course, they were all in Europe. So Europe, of course, is one of our favorite places in the world. The countries are beautiful. The people are beautiful. And we continue to go back to Europe, and we will continue to go back to Europe for a long time, because we want to really take folks to do a lot of different things that maybe they haven't had the opportunity. but come in a very safe environment with us, making sure that we actually take care of everything for you. And we really take pride in that. We don't want you to ever worry about it. So yeah, we had, as you can see, almost 460 passengers on those tours, 21 plus destinations, and 53,000 kilometers flown, and that's only one way for the hosts of our programs last year. So it was a pretty exciting year, and 2023 is looking to be as exciting. And we're going to very, very briefly touch on 2024 because it's going to be a knockout year also, and we're super pumped about that. So here we go. So this is a wonderful program. Paul and I actually we're blessed to be able to go on a program identical to this in 2019 on a private yacht cruise doing the Croatia islands. And it's always been something that was on my bucket list for many, many years. And when the opportunity came, we said we have to go and do it because once again, it is one of those things that we wanted to do. So here we decided to do one in 2022 was our first one. And the solo program went. It is a very fascinating destination. For this program, it's the September 27th departure. So still very, very good weather in that area. And of course, what we're going to do is sail the islands and explore really the most beautiful parts of Croatia. So with that, we're going to go through the program. And so here's the map. So the map, we're actually starting in Split. And I'm going to talk a little bit about Split in a few seconds. So we're going to go actually down, and you can see Bol, Started Grand, and then all the way down actually to Korčula, Mljet, and then Dubrovnik, and back up again. So a lot of these places, I know when I present this program, every time I think of Croatia, I think of the Game of Thrones. And if there's any Game of Thrones lovers out there or watched it, a lot of it was filmed here in Croatia. And we actually get to see
Game of Thrones right now, Travis.
I'm actually watching the Game of Thrones for the third time. I'm not a fanatic of the Game of Thrones. I just find it's a very, for me, who has a hard time concentrating for a long time on certain things. For me, it's like I need to watch it many times and to get the whole story. So I'm watching it again, and I love it. I love it. So this is the program here. We start in Split and we go all the way down to Dubrovnik. I'm going to talk about a little bit about each of the islands and then back up to Split again to finish off. So
Gracie's just saying that September 27th is her anniversary, which is kind of exciting. So maybe this is a great anniversary trip, Tracy.
Yeah, it would be awesome. So this is Split. So Split it's a city that has, it's very hard to explain. It's a walled city, an ancient walled city. And as you can see, and where the ships are, you'll see a lot of the smaller, and you'll see the yachts, and you'll see some of the larger ships up in the top part. That's actually where we dock and where we depart and embark. So it's a great, we're staying 3 nights in Split. Split is known, for its, it's got the palace there that was built in 295 to 305 CE, which I really didn't know what CE meant until I kind of started looking it up a couple of years ago. And that's common. Was it common times? Common. Now I got the other name gone. But anyway, it's extremely old, and it's right in the middle. So you can see kind of, Francis, if you can kind of hover over about the middle to the right, and that's the palace right down there. And we're going to be able to go see that. Our hotel is about an 8-minute walk, 9-minute walk down to the port, to the here. This beautiful city is, you get to walk. It's got all small cobblestone streets, lots of shops, cafes, very neat. So 3 days there, we'll actually have a city tour included in this, and lots of free time to go out and about and enjoy this spectacular. We actually go hiking up a big hill that we'll probably do that one day, and see a beautiful panoramic view of all of Split, where, for those of you that watch the Game of Thrones, and I'll bring it up just only a couple times, if you remember the dragon piece, where the dragons are in the dungeons, that's in this palace. So where the dragon lady comes in and speaks to them and calms them down and feeds them and all that stuff, it's down here. So exciting 3 days, and then we're actually going to be boarding the ship on Saturday.
Oh, I went the wrong way, I think.
That's okay.
There we go.
That's all right. So so Stary Grand. So it's also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's like an ancient Greek island destination. It's got beautiful churches, hipster cafes. Now, hipster cafes are really neat. Like there's almost like the ruined cafes that we see in like Budapest, for instance, in Budapest. So very cool. Lots of restaurants. So we're there for the first day, and it's an exceptional destination, and we're going to be able to enjoy it. Of course, we can do some hiking and just enjoy the local fare. Now, with cruising on our private yacht, I'm going to talk a little bit about the end on how it actually rolls with the MS Arca and from day to day. So we're just going to keep rolling through the program, and then I'm going to do a recap on what it's like on board. So Hvar and Korčula. Now, one of the best beaches in the world are here. Hvar is actually very famous for yachting. So we will see multi-million-dollar yachts here in Hvar. And Korčula has these, once again, cobblestone streets, many cafes, bars, restaurant, is actually the birthplace of Marco Polo. So we're going to be able to go and explore this beautiful area. And like I said, every one of these stops are spectacular in their own way. So that's one. So we're Dubrovnik. Okay. So I tell you, when I won't even talk about the Game of Thrones really that much anymore, other than it is King's Landing. It's the major kingdom in the Game of Thrones, right? So it's also a walled city, and you can actually walk the whole wall all the way around. It's a beautiful, I think it's about 2 or 3 kilometers around, and the views are spectacular. It is a very popular destination for filming movies, for sure, and it's a spectacular day that we're going to be in Dubrovnik, and I can't wait to go back. We've been there twice already, and the third time I'm sure will be just as beautiful. And once again, it's one of these places in the world that is a must-see, is Dubrovnik. So this area here is very well known for white wine, red wine, olives, and goat cheese. So we're going to be able to do a very cool walk here, actually a hike for the day, and then actually just the docking location here is spectacular, and a spectacular views. So these are all, once again, very small destinations, but when we're there, you kind of feel that you were fully able to experience the majority of it for the time we're there, and we'll talk about how that works on board the ship.
Awesome. So I can't pronounce this. Can you?
Yeah, no, I can't. I can't pronounce it. I won't go there. So, so it's once again another beautiful stop. You can see the location here, and we're going to discuss on how we're going to explore these different places. So we do have tours in most of our stops also that are included in this. So we've got lots of free time, but also tours that are included.
Oh, I went backwards again. Sorry.
That's okay. That's all right.
There we go.
All right. So just another area. It's a very small. This was actually the most prestigious pirate town in the Middle Ages. This area. So Amos is what it's called. Now it's very, very popular for zip lining, hiking, beautiful fortresses. So yeah, it's got a lot of history for pirates here.
Really? All right.
Yes. All right.
Marco Polo and pirates. So this is the ship. You're telling me this right here The MS Arca. That's the ship that you've chartered.
Yeah, this is our yellow piece of paradise, I guess you could say. It's a beautiful ship. So this is the one we've used last year, and I know that the folks that came last year on our program, from what they tell us and what we experienced with them, is they absolutely love the ship. It's very, very comfortable. You can actually see on this picture, I believe, at the very top, you can actually see the hot tub. So in some pictures, the top right picture does not show the hot tub, but
Is it
now
right
there's
at
a
the
hot.
Travis?
No, over just over under on the left hand side, right there. Yeah, so there's a hot tub up there also. The picture on the right, top right of this, it doesn't show the hot tub. So, but there is a hot tub on board. So down below on the right-hand side on the big picture, you'll see a lot of folks jumping and diving off it. And there's actually a dipping pool at the back. So that's a lot of fun. So the way this program works is we when we depart every morning, it's between 7 and 7:30 we depart every morning, and so does a lot of the other ships that are docked with us also. Okay, so there's other private yachts going, and it is a skeptical. Actually, it's very amazing to see all these ships now pulling out. It's great to be up around that time, and the sun is rising, or the sun is just getting up actually, and watch all these ships. So we leave at about 7:30 every morning, and we sail till about 2 p.m., 3 p.m. each day. But with that, before that, of course, we have breakfast that's included, and we have lunch at lunchtime. But we will stop and we'll do exactly what people are doing here. We're going to tuck into some really private bays. We're going to be able to jump off the ship. If you want to jump off the top, feel free to do that. You are allowed. And also, or you can jump off the back, and they have lots of floaties to float around in. I always take a music box with me. We'll play some cool music. And then after that, you can jump in the hot tub, go upstairs and lounge in all the loungers that are upstairs. It is a beautiful way to travel for sure. And it is a spectacular way to spend the day. So we're in at 3 o'clock, about 3 o'clock every day, give or take. And following that, we don't leave until the next morning. So we're in dock all that night, or all that afternoon, all that evening, all that night until the next morning. So you really, once again, like I mentioned, you get to have you can fully immerse in the culture. You have lots of time to go out for beautiful dinners in the cobblestone streets that are lit up so nice in the evening, and then come back on the ship, and then away we go to the next port tomorrow. So this is the kind of a few of the pictures of this is on the stern of the ship, the middle deck. So this is kind of the happy area. So this is where a lot of people are hanging out during the day and in the evening. You can see at the top there also, not that it's going to happen, but they also have these plastic zippered shields that go down. Heaven forbid we get a little bit of wetness, which is hopefully not going to happen, but it doesn't spoil anything at all. So we can go on there, and it's a great gathering place in the morning for coffees after breakfast, or in the evening if anyone wants to decide to have a little bit of a beverage, a glass of wine. Then of course out there in the evening's fun. And of course with Stewart Travel Group, we always have fun. So there's lots of things happening in the evenings like that. So you can see the dining room on the top right-hand side up here. So once again, it's just us, 38 people total on board this beautiful ship. And dining is a set time. And actually breakfast is usually between 7 and 9, 7 and 9 in the morning. So you don't have to jump out of bed early. You can go down anytime between that, and they'll serve a beautiful breakfast there for you. And once again, every morning I'll probably just be going out with my swim trunks on and a t-shirt, probably bare feet, and going enjoy the ship. Because once again, this is our private yacht, just us. That's it. So you'll see the bedroom down in the middle picture, and with the washroom, fully equipped, beautiful bedrooms, comfortable beds, and of course a really nice size. Most of the staterooms have a really nice size washroom, private air conditioning or heating, and private bath, of course. So really,
It looks
really,
really
really
modern,
great.
Travis. The ship really
Very
has a modern
modern.
feel. Yeah,
Yeah, very modern ship. Yep.
awesome. So tell us about the
So
package.
the package is absolutely incredible, and thus the reason why we only have 2 staterooms remaining. So once again, the program is 3 nights, pre-cruise and Split. So that's where we fly in and out of Split, and including in the hotel, we have breakfast and 2 local dinners also. So we're going to have a welcome dinner the first night, and then the next night's free. And the night before we go on board, we're going to have another dinner to get everyone again together and get ready for our beautiful cruise. So, of course, 7-night cruise, transfers to and from the Split Airport if you're on the same flight as the host. If not, we have a lot of people going to doing other things like going to Italy or going to London or something like that. You can fly into Split anytime that day, pick up an Uber, which is about 30 euros, and make your way to the hotel. So that's not a big deal. Daily breakfasts, 6 lunches, and 2 dinners included on the cruise. Okay, so we have guided walking tours in Dubrovnik, Hvar, Korčula, and Split. So prices starting at $34.90 is the price. $34.90 per person. Port fees are additional, which is $50. Okay, and it's hosted by Paul and Travis. So if you want to go to our website, or you can scan on the QR code right there, also is another way. It will take you
Cheryl's
right to that.
posted the link in the comments right below this video. So if you would like the link, Cheryl's posted that there for us as well.
Awesome. That's great. So yeah, hopefully you'll join us. And if you have any other questions on that, please give me a call or give one of our advisors a call. We can certainly help you out. I promise you, this is a very unique trip of a lifetime. So hopefully you'll come along.
And if we do it again, it won't be happening in the next couple of years. It'll be 2 or 3
That's right.
years out.
That's a good point. We can't get the ships for 2 more years at least. They're so popular. It's such a popular destination. We can't do it. So this is your opportunity to jump on board, pardon the pun, on that one.
You're so funny. All right. So thank you, Travis. I'm going to talk now about the 2023 Melodies of the Danube. So this is a river cruise with AMA Waterways. We will depart Budapest on October 21st, and we sail through 4 countries. So through, let me make sure I get them right, Hungary, Slovakia, Austria, and then into Germany over that week. And so this is what that looks like. We start here in Budapest. We go to Bratislava, Vienna, all the way through Germany, or Austria, and into Germany. And so we get to visit 3 capital cities, which is really great. And it's an absolutely beautiful time. The Prague extension is optional if you're interested in doing that. It's not something that's hosted by us for this tour. We will be hosting a group in Budapest for the first couple of nights prior to boarding the ship. So if you're interested in that, we would love to have you. So this is Budapest. So on the left of your screen is Buda, which is the hilly side, and then Pest, which is over here, which is the flat side. And so there's 4 beautiful bridges. This is Margaret Island. This is the infamous Parliament buildings. And we'll be docked with our ship just off the screen down sort of behind these trees. And that's where we will start. And so we will spend a couple of nights exploring this really amazing city. I've been there 3 times now. Love it, absolutely. And it is just gorgeous. So this is Bratislava. And so we absolutely loved exploring Bratislava. Here you can head up to the Bratislava Castle. And this is where the Austro-Hungarian kings and queens were all crowned. And so you can really just dig in and explore that history. Great beer. This is where Pilsner's from, that kind of thing. So, oh, that didn't work. Let's go back to this one. There we go. All right. Then we go to Vienna. So Vienna is the only city where we don't have, we won't be docking right in the center. So in every one of these port cities, we will dock right in the center of town. You can get off the ship as soon as it's docked and go and explore. Vienna, you're a little bit further away simply because the city has expanded so much. And so in Vienna, we take a bus into the city, and it's about 15 minutes. And then you'll have your city tour if that's what you'd like to do. You can bike, you can do whatever you want, because there's multiple excursions included in every one of your AMA Waterways stops. And when you do that, you can either come back with the bus or you can get on public transit. It's 3 stops on the subway, super easy, 5-minute walk, and you're back at the ship. So lots of time to explore, to see the beautiful streets, to go and see St. Stephen's Basilica. It's really a gorgeous, gorgeous city. On this day, we will be sailing along. The ship will drop some people off, and those people can bike along and meet up with the ship further upstream, because we're going upstream on this trip. You can also visit on this day the Melk Abbey, which is one of the oldest Benedictine abbeys. It has the most beautiful gardens, which were really great to walk around in, and the abbey itself is just exquisite. And then you could also go to this amazing town, which is Dürnstein. And just up here off the screen, there is the ruins of a castle that was where Richard the Lionheart was actually imprisoned. And you can take, it's about a kilometer up the hill. This is a great little shopping village, and it's apricot everything. Apricot brandy, apricot wine, apricot syrup, apricot jam, apricot everything. The apricots in the Wachau Valley in Austria are just incredible. Then what else do we have? Then we get to Linz. Linz is in Austria as well. And it is, you're noticing actually, before I go on, I just want to point out this column, and it looks very similar to the one that we saw in the picture of Vienna. And this is a plague column, and you're going to see them in a number of cities, and they commemorate all of the people who died during the Black Plague. And they're really beautiful, beautiful statues and have a lot of meaning. So this is the one in Linz. They're often in the center of town. Now, Linz is a more modern city. It's known for media arts, and that's what its UNESCO World Heritage Site recognition is for. And so we will stop here. You can explore Linz, absolutely. You can go up to a castle where there's a pilgrimage that you can do, or you can take day trips from here to Salzburg, Sound of Music, or to this beautiful little town called Český Krumlov. I love Český. I was there in November of last year, and it was absolutely gorgeous. People rave about Salzburg if they're Sound of Music fans. And I really enjoyed wandering around Linz as well. So lots and lots to do. And these 2 excursions are additional because there's a motor coach involved, but the others are all included. Then we get to Passau. So this is where there's 3 rivers that meet: the Danube, the Main, and the Elbe. I think it's the Elbe. I always mix that up. But this is a really great, great city. You're seeing here these onions, these 4 onions. That's St. Stephen's Basilica. And if you remember, I just talked about St. Stephen's Basilica when we were talking about Vienna. This is the mother church to the St. Stephen's Basilica in Vienna. So it's, and it's got one of the largest pipe organs in the world. It's really, really stunning. Great city to walk around in with cobblestone streets, lots of cute shops, great places to have a coffee if that's what you want to do. So just an amazing, amazing city. And because of its location, this city had some incredible floods, and you'll see the marks on the wall where those floods happened. And then we get to Vilshofen in Germany. This is the last stop, and we're overnighting here. And what's really great about this, and if you think about October and Germany, you think about Oktoberfest. And so because AMA Waterways, who we'll be cruising with, because their home port is in Germany, they do an exclusive Oktoberfest experience every time their ships come to port, and we get to experience that in October. So it's pretty exciting. And this is also a great town to walk around in. And we will be leaving from here to go to Munich if you decide to leave right after the cruise, disembark. And you would take a bus to Munich, and we can help you arrange those transfers. So let's talk about river cruising. We'll be on the Sonata. This is our ship here. And river cruising is really an incredible way to travel. You get to see lots of places. You're not rushed. You unpack once. The service is absolutely exquisite. It's a luxury way of traveling. The food is to die for. Often multi-course meals, and I'll talk about the meals in a second. And with every stop, as you go, you get to try local wines and local beers. And with this package that we have, and when I talk about the pricing, it's so good. I can't even believe the pricing we have, but the pricing is super good, and it includes the premium beverage package on this sailing. So normally with AMA Waterways, you get wine and beer with lunch and dinner, and there's a sip and sail cocktail hour just before dinner. But anything else you want during the sailing, you would have to pay for. In this case, that's all included. So let's talk about food. I'm a big foodie. My dad was a chef. I love good food. And so here you will get breakfast, lunch, and dinner included, as well as you can have tapas in the afternoons if you'd like, if you're still hungry. The top photo here is the Chef's Table restaurant. So the Chef's Table is an open kitchen dining, multi-course dining experience that every guest on board will get to have at least once. It is really amazing. The AMA Waterways team is part of the Chaîne des Rôtisseurs, which is one of the oldest food and wine organizations in the world, and it's by invitation only. And they're also part of other food and wine organizations just because of the quality of the cuisine on board. Another interesting thing that you'll find in the dining rooms, and this is the dining room here, is that normally on a river cruise, you will get a buffet for breakfast, a buffet for lunch, and then a plated multi-course dinner. On AMA Waterways, they, during the pandemic, they ended up after they could start sailing again, they weren't allowed to do buffets. And so they changed to plated meals for both breakfast and lunch. And they found not only was everybody happier, but they were wasting a lot less food. So they have decided to keep that approach. And I think it's one of the only river cruises that is doing that. I know on Avalon and Viking and a few others, there's still buffets in the morning and at lunchtime. But on AMA Waterways, you get a plated meal that can be made for you. So it's really great. This is the bar that's up in the lounge area on board. And these are the staterooms that are available. So we have C and D staterooms available, but if you would like, we can always upgrade you if there's space available. So we just need to inquire about that pricing. The nice thing about the twin balcony rooms, and you can see it here, so this sort of juts out. Here you have a French balcony, and here you actually have an outdoor balcony. So you get the option of either. And it was AMA Waterways that started this twin balcony concept. And so these doors open super wide, and it's really great. We do have some fixed windows available, which are the lowest price point. And I've stayed in these, Travis has stayed in these, and often they are truly comfortable. You're not in your stateroom very often, and they're a great way to travel. I know everyone sees the wide open windows. Often you're up on the sky deck and you're enjoying the view. So this is the package. It's October 21st to 28th, 7 nights on board the AMA Sonata, breakfast, lunch, and dinner on board daily, complimentary premium drink package. You get local wines and beers. There's coffee on board, Wi-Fi is included, daily excursions. There's a choice of at least 3, if not 4, in every one of your ports. And these start at $3,990, and that includes fees and gratuities. So there's always a prepaid gratuity when you cruise. That's included here. Flights are an additional cost on this one, and we've only got 4 staterooms left in the space that we have. So this is an incredible deal. And I don't know if Travis will be back on with us. I think he will. But Travis can really speak to how absolutely amazing the pricing is on this. I've never seen anything like it.
No, this is actually a spectacular package, but of course it does include the premium, like you had mentioned, Francis, the premium drink package, and it includes the gratuities, I believe.
Yeah.
It includes the taxes, I believe, and I think it's around $2,000 to $3,000 per stateroom in savings these days, something like that. It kind of varies, but it is a fantastic itinerary. I can tell you, being leaving out of Budapest or coming into Budapest, whichever, and on a ship like this is one thing that you will never ever forget. It'll always be in your mind, and of course,
I was,
be able to
I
see
was,
Vienna and those
yeah.
other beautiful smaller
Good
places.
couple cities in this one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So this is an excellent itinerary. It's a great time to go. The weather is typically in the mid-teens, sometimes in there somewhere, and it's also kind of at the shoulder season, which means not the large masses of crowds. So this is like a win-win-win because if you happen to look for 2024 pricing right now, and I actually had a consultation with 3 people yesterday looking at pricing, and I can tell you it is extremely it's a lot higher than it
Yeah.
is what we
Yeah.
have. So this is a great opportunity. You will be taken care of very well by Francis and Calvin. They know this product inside and out. They've done it, and of course, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, if you are considering going on a Danube river cruise or river cruise, this is it. This is the one.
Yeah. Travis, why do you like river cruising?
Oh my God, we've already been on this for 40 minutes, so I could go on forever on river cruising.
Give me your one
For
thing.
me,
Mm-hmm.
one thing, freedom.
Nice.
Freedom is, to me, is we're only talking about 150 people on board the ship. You're talking about no lineups for anything. You're talking about going down for breakfast at 8:30 in the morning, even though you're one of your tours that are included. There's usually 3 tours included in each destination. One of your tours leaves at 9, so it's very easy. And then you can come on board, and you can actually take yourself on a bottle of wine or anything that you might like. Go up on the decks and open it up and enjoy. Paul and I were on the south of France 2 weeks ago, and one lunchtime, it was so beautiful that both of us said, you know what, we don't want to go in for lunch. So we went into Lyon, and we got some fresh bread, some fresh cheeses, and a bottle of red wine, and sat at the front of the ship as we were sailing down the beautiful Saône. And literally, people were coming out and saying, oh my God, I wish we would have done that. So that's the freedom piece.
Amazing.
You can do it. It is an amazing way of traveling. And of course, unpacking once, arriving in a new destination, either in the morning or in the afternoon. Spectacular way to travel.
So, Travis, we not only have space on those, but we've already sold out 4 trips. Iceland with Cheryl and Steve. They're super excited. What a great group they've got going, and they've been to that destination. It's going to be fantastic. I think Caitlin and Michelle are doing Portugal. You and Paula are doing Italy. And then we've got the Blue Rodeo cruise, also with AMA Waterways this fall. So that's really exciting. So these typically sell out. We've just got some last staterooms left on the 2 programs we've talked about. But Travis, why don't you quickly talk about what's coming up for 2024? Folks, we're almost done.
Yep.
We've just got a couple more pieces that we wanted to share with you really quickly. And there's a special
Yeah.
announcement near the end.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the riches of the Mekon. Paul and I have wanted to do the Mekon for many years, and just host a group on the Mekon. So it just seemed to be not only, yes, it is a distance away from, of course, Atlantic Canada or Canada, and but still, from what we've been told, it's very well worth it. And the program that we had 21 staterooms. We have 17 of them are filled, starting at $3,900 for 3 nights in Siem Reap, 7-night river cruise on the Mekon, and then Ho Chi Minh City, finishing off 2 nights. It's a 12-night program, like I said, for $3,900 Canadian. Beautiful staterooms, 252 square feet, all teak. This is an experience of a lifetime now, and we just started doing the flights for here because people say, "Oh my goodness, it's going to cost an arm and a leg to get there." Well, we just started doing flights, and it's about $2,200 Canadian return,
That's incredible.
which is fantastic. So we have 4 rooms on this. This is another trip of a lifetime that we can't wait. It's April of 2024. 4 staterooms remaining. Yeah, so this is we started out with the artist programs with Jim Cuddy in 2020. We didn't get to do it until 2022 because we know why. We did 2 programs with Jim Cuddy, and of course the Blue Rodeo Band that we have the full band for this Christmas markets that we're super excited about, and now another famous Canadian artist, blues rock artist, Colin James, who's playing in Atlanta, Canada this October. So he's got many different dates in Atlanta, Canada. He's 9-time Juno Award winner. And we just announced the program last month on the south of France. And super excited to partner with Colin. And can't wait for this cruise. It's going to be a fantastic. So this is on our website also. Christmas
And
markets.
Travis, Cheryl's posting the links. So if anyone wants more info, check the comments below because Cheryl's doing a great job posting all those links for us.
Yeah, thanks for Cheryl. So this is a Christmas markets on the Rhine. We did a Christmas markets cruise last year on the Rhine, and it was spectacular. This one starts in Basel and goes to Amsterdam. So it's being hosted by Julia McCormick, and it's been selling extremely well. It's not too early to book a river cruise, by the way, because once again, small ships, 150 people, and this is a great program on our website. And Christmas markets are spectacular. That's the beautiful cathedral in Cologne that was saved. That was actually damaged very little in the war. So we're actually parked very close to that, so you can see the beautiful cathedral all the time. So if you're interested in the markets, yeah, if you're interested in the markets, this is one. And once again, our Stewart Travel Group pricing is really exceptional.
And Julia is a professional tour guide. She is exceptional at what she does, and I can vouch for the fact that she's a lot of fun to travel with. And so this is a great way to see the markets. She knows these markets well. She knows Amsterdam well. She hasn't been to every one of them, but she knows this product really well, and she knows Europe because she's done it so many times. So she's a great person to travel with. And so, Travis, we've got a few things up our sleeve. These are mostly, except for one, things we're planning. So we're thinking about, some of these are just thoughts so far, but we're thinking Alaska. We're thinking maybe Scotland. We're thinking Africa. We're thinking Galapagos. We're planning to release this beautiful destination, Ireland, in July 2024. And coming soon, probably by the end of June, we will have a public announcement on this very big surprise. So we can't wait to share that with you.
Yeah, so in July, we're going to be putting out the Ireland program, which is going to be doing the south and the north of Ireland. So it's a beautiful, we have it signed off. It's going to be a departure in September, but we're going to be releasing it in July. And we have it signed off.
2024, right, Travis?
September 2024, but we're going to be releasing it in July of 2023. It is a spectacular place to visit. For those who've been to Ireland that's watching us, I'm sure you would nod your head and say, yes, it is. It is great. The question mark below is another unbelievably famous Canadian artist and a bunch of artists, actually. Another river cruise. Can't go any further. I always have a hard time holding in good news, but I can't go any farther. We're planning to release it on the first of the month. The first of the month, we're releasing it. So in 2 weeks or less, it's coming out. So hang on for that one.
Awesome. Let me see. So this is the big announcement. Cheryl just alluded to it in the comments. We are having another huge travel show and client appreciation event at Beaconsfield Carriage House in Charlottetown on July 15th. We are super excited. We don't know if there'll be a barbecue, if there will be shortcake, if there will be something, but we'll definitely have some performers and six to eight amazing partners that we have are coming to Charlottetown just for this event. So put it on your calendar because we'll have 100 places and we would really love to see you. Another thing that we're working on that's sort of super secret, but we'll tell you here, is in September, we will have the opportunity for some amazing folks to visit the Celebrity Summit. So Travis, do you want to tell a little bit about that?
Oh, I certainly will. And hopefully we're going to have maybe a couple of other ship tours. We're working on it too. So the Celebrity Summit and thus the Alaska, possibly the Alaska program, Alaska tour, because the actual Celebrity Summit that comes into Charlottetown this summer is going to Alaska and doing the Alaska program that we'll be looking at doing. So we're going to have about 30 spots on one date in September. We are working on other dates. We're crossing our fingers. So you need to be signed up on our to be getting our newsletters, which we send out about every month, give or take. So you need to be getting those because that's where it's going to go, invites. And I can tell you, not only are the ships absolutely beautiful and way to experience it, but man, one of the most beautiful ports that I've ever been in is Charlottetown, believe it or not. So you want to see a beautiful time in a beautiful city, be on top of the summit, and it's going to. So 30 lucky guests are going to be on that. We are working on other ships too, so hopefully we'll get that, make it happen for you guys. And guess what? It's $0 to do that.
It'll be amazing. We've done it before and it was a lot of fun. So great. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Let's just remove this guy. Thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions, you can stick them in the comments and Cheryl will answer those as quickly as we can. I don't think we have any big questions. And Karen, yes, we are thinking about Africa. I'm expecting a quote any day. And then we're going to go from there. So we're not sure if it's going to be fall 24 or spring 25, but it's certainly one that we are very excited about. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments and we'll answer them there. I think that's the best way to go. And we want to say thank you for joining us. Thank you, Cheryl, for all the work you've done behind the scenes, keeping this. It's not something we could do on our own. So appreciate you all the time. Hello to all of you that are watching. We really appreciate you as well. So Travis, do you want to say bye or anything?
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for Francis, you and Cheryl for what, of course, thank you to our wonderful clients / friends. Without you guys, Stewart Travel Group certainly wouldn't be what it is. And we've got wonderful advisors. And please, if you've never used Stewart Travel Group, we'd love to have the opportunity to earn your business. And I mean, earn your business. We'll work really hard for you. And thank you. Hopefully we'll see you on board one of our wonderful programs. And if not till then, have a great summer, everyone. Safe, happy, enjoy life, because I know we are going to be. Happy travels to everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.